Realize we're that close to the end of the video. Okay, so again, we've got a times the sine of 130 degrees equals 5 times the sine of 35. Divide both sides by the sine of 130. And we're going to plug this in the calculator now. So we've got, let's clear that out, parentheses 5 times the sine of 35 degrees divided by sine of 130 degrees. So this side, wait, now that's not quite right. That is okay. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so A must equal 3.74. And I don't know the unit, so I can't put them on there. And now to find side B, which is still missing, we're going to again use angle C. So sine of 130 divided by 5 is going to equal the sine of angle B, which is 15 degrees, divided by side B. And again, we do a little bit of manipulation here. So cross multiply B times the sine of 130 equals 5 times the sine of 15 degrees. Divide these both by sine of 130. And we can solve for our remaining side. So parentheses 5 times the sine of 15 degrees divided by sine of 130 degrees. And we get side B is equal to 1.69. We need to round that up. There, you can see it. Okay, here's the tricky part. When given two sides and an angle opposite them, we refer to this problem as the ambiguous case. Ambiguous case. And the reason for this is that it's possible that the answer may give us one triangle, two triangles, or no triangle. So I know that sounds confusing. But let's take a look at our picture. So again, if I'm given two sides and the angle opposite them, so that would be this angle right here, there are three possibilities here. The way we determine what we get is dependent on this picture. So let's see how we have to figure this out. We've got to consider the size of A, so that's that length, the height H, and the fact that this height is equal to B times the sine of A. Right? Because if I rearrange this, I'd have to multiply both sides by B. And I get height equals B times the sine of A. Okay, so here's our cases. We get no triangle if little a, so this length right here, is smaller than h. And you can see that in this picture because this side doesn't come all the way down here. So when a is smaller than h, there is no triangle. So it looks like, let's just draw that picture so you can keep it handy in your notes. So that's A, this is our height, and that's B. So in this case, you get no triangle. We get one triangle if A equals H. So in this case, it's going to look like this. So this is A, but it's also my height. And there's B still. So in this case, it will be a right triangle. A right triangle. So if A equals H, not only do you get a triangle, it will be a right triangle. Okay, here's where it's a little bit strange. We can get two triangles if the height is less than A and A is less than B. How is that possible? Well, let's look at this. If I were to draw this, so there's B. If A, that could be A or that could be A. And if I were to connect those, notice this angle A is the same in both of these triangles. And here's my height, h. So this gives me two triangles. The first one looks like this. So here was big angle A, side B, and side A. The height would be right there. So the height would be dropped down. You'd have to extend this side for it to actually meet and form a height. Okay, the second triangle would be from here, this big one. So again, it's still the same angle there. So B is the same, A is the same, but my little a, the side, instead of coming this direction, it goes this direction. So that was A. There's your height still. Okay, so we get a skinny triangle or we get a regular triangle. So this is what's called the ambiguous case because we don't know which one it is. We could also get just one triangle. And this happens if A is greater than or equal to B. So here are my conditions. A is less than H, A equals H, A is between H and B, and finally A could be bigger than or equal to B. In this case, if I draw this, here's B, there's angle A. If little a, the side, is longer than B, this is what it looks like. And here would be your height right there. So there's only one possibility for this one. And when this happens, this case, it will be an obtuse triangle. Remember, obtuse means greater than 90. So this angle right here would be a greater than 90 degree angle. Okay, so how do we figure this out? So let's go to the next video where we're going to start going through these triangles in the different cases and what it means.